Welcome to the investment markets overview for the week ending the 18th of November 2022. The UK's fourth Chancellor in 3 months, Jeremy Hunt, presented his autumn budget this week. It was an attempt to boost confidence in the UK government's ability to manage the economy in a responsible manner. Meanwhile, a longer-term chart of UK consumer confidence and how they view the personal finances over the next year is already collapsing by more than that witnessed during the 2007-2009 financial crisis. A £25 billion tax raid on consumers proposed by Hunt in the face of a rising interest rate environment is hardly going to boost it, likely it will be quite the opposite. The UK government's ability to rein in its alarming debt mounting and the servicing cost of it are, after all, the taxpayers' and consumers' liability. The overview includes the performance statistics for the main stock indices, which were mixed, as were sovereign bond yields and cryptocurrencies. Whilst the commodities covered were lower across the board. Meanwhile, the regional coverage highlights the dire US housing data of late. Plus the real driver of the rising Eurozone CPI and the slowing economic growth rate. Whilst out east, we note the continued offloading of US sovereign debt by the largest holders, Japan and China. So there we have it, consumer, house builder and house buyer confidence are falling, with policymakers and consumers concerned about ever higher inflation. Meanwhile, despite the recent price bounce, the major financial beneficiaries of debt inflation, stocks, bonds and economic-sensitive commodities are deflating by double digits year to date. Even the ultimate barometer of inflation, the gold price, has fallen by 4%. Policymakers offer the confusion whilst the charts show clarity. A final performance table for the major stock indices since the year 2000 concludes the investment markets overview. We strive to turn the technical into plain-speaking observations, backed up by factual charts and context. Join us for a guide through the maze of economic and market data via the weekly 5-page overview published at least 40 times per year. Just follow the links provided for the overview and the investment timing solutions, which are offering great introductory discounts.